Oh, it's going to be one of those mornings, I think. But good morning to you both. Hopefully you are having a wonderful Thursday. I think we're back. I think everything is good. You can hear me, right? Yay, Ken here. Why no cutover? Whoops. Ignore that. Okay. We're just hanging out this morning. We're gonna do... I gotta cut some stuff off the sprue. Glue a couple small pieces, but this will mostly be me cutting stuff off plastic. Yeah, here's the result of Saturday's session. You're getting... It's coming along. Got these radiators over here, which I do have to glue in. They are not glued in. They're literally just sitting in there. Yeah, thank you both for the birthday wishes. It means a lot. I'm trying to gracefully age today. So I've been pretending that I'm not turning 40. I am. Let me do what I can. And I will be right back. I gotta grab a cup of coffee. We have cafe. Problem is, if I fall, it'll hurt more now. Not true. I feel fairly young. I don't feel 40. Mentally, I feel like I'm still in my 20s, but sometimes my body has to remind me it is not the case. We got coffee. Back in business. All right, so we're going to need this piece here. And then we're going to start doing all of the engine block. Yeah. Well, I will try to convince chat. I will try to get everyone on board so you can work on the Lego set. You know what else? I gotta send you this. This is still sitting here. I promise. This weekend I go to the store. Well, if the bar's low, we should be able to get it. 3 months later, we'll both be like, I swear I'm going to get this out today. Like I said, too much going on. Go ahead and clip cap of our super glue here. Get that going. Okay. Let's get this one piece off of here. There we go. Where did the other knife go? Oh no. Here it is. Let me grab sanding sticks. All right, there we go. Now I have all tools. How are you both today? You both having a good day so far? I guess I kind of talked with Viv this morning. A little bit of mold line there. There we go. Ooh, there you go. Oh, that's right. You're going to see the space movie. Automa didn't like crap, apparently. It said, no, bad Viv. Mickey 17. Yep, that's the one. There you go, Samu getting stuff done. I've got 2 hours till I gotta be on the clock. Oh no. Baloo. All right. Okay. We got Pill Bottle Central going on here. We are all set. My problem is, Samu, is if there is no coffee, then nothing works for me. I rely too much on it. But it is legal stimulant, so I will take it. All right. Let's see what we got. So I'm just going to make some notes here real quick. I guess a lot of this is going to be like metallic gray. LP38 X3. The headers are aluminum, I guess. Yep, flat aluminum all around. Aluminum with some blue. Blue. Aluminum. Ooh, that actually sounds really good, Samu. I'm not huge on white chocolate, but that all just sounds really good. '29 LP5, I think that's flat black or semi-gloss black. Yep. Yeah. XF1. Black. X11. Chrome silver. Yep, okay. All right. Okay, so this looks like the bottom pan here. 56. Somewhere on here, I'd imagine. Right under my hands.
T'es prêt?
42 and 41. We'll also need this guy here. And then 26. Just sworn that was it. Oh, apparently not. Here it is. Yeah, here we go. Now comes the fun part. Just leave this over there for now. Make sure that's nice and clean there. Yeah, there we go. Remember, prime will tell all. If we can avoid that, that would be grand. Now it looks like these come in on the bottom. Yeah, it's just like that. That looks okay. It doesn't really say how it's... Oh, it does say. Okay. So this actually goes in here. An oil pump or something, I guess. Then that will hook into... I don't know what I'm going to do today. I must work. That is something I must do. But outside of that, I don't know what I'm going to do. Lacey, or sorry, Kawaii and Cozy was like, what do you want to do? Like, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not used to celebrating myself. It's awkward. Gus sits. Hate it. I kind of hate it. This is going to sit right in here. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. And then does this just sit on the other side? I'm assuming. With the little lip up. I really don't want to hose this engine. Do not mess it up, Phil. So that just sits on it. Doesn't actually sit in. Yeah, I guess that'll have to do. And with this, because it's all pre-prime, I can actually use a plastic glue. Ooh. And I guess you just wrap the thing. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's not terrible. We can figure this out. We can make this work. All right. We do this. Go ahead and get this going. Yeah, like that. Just like that. That just sits in there like so. Beautiful. Okay. Welcome back, Samu. You missed nothing. You missed Phil trying to put little plastic pieces together and talking to himself, which is par for the course. Oh, they get so much. These are big pieces relative to everything else. Oh, no. Oh, there she is. There's Kawaii and Cozy. Thank you, my darling. Even she was pressuring me to stream. She's like, you should do a birthday stream. I said, okay. But yeah. No painting, just assembly today. Before Fisher has to go to work. Lay sad. Oh, darling. You know that espresso that's been sitting up in the cabinet? That's what I made today. I was like, wait a minute. That's coffee. Back cabinet next to the isolator. Well, don't get in trouble. I guess the students aren't there yet. You should be good. Gosh. No, it's okay. That was not the... I found coffee. Life is good. We have coffee. We are back in coffee. We're just going to go for it, chat, right here. From the dissection the other day? It still smells like squid? Just get this in here before it decides it wants to not sit well. Which it still might do, but... This in there. On here. On here. There we go. No. Sit nice for me. Come on. Sit nice. Behave. This is part of the reason I hate using plastic glue for stuff like this. Because I prefer, like, if something goes wrong, I can always break super glue. Plastic glue. Oh, you can't close the preserves bucket? So it just smells like formalin and squid? Oh no. I think this just goes here. And then, yeah, these lines from the sump go right here. There we go. Just like that. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna go in here. Sorry, I'm off camera. He's built. There we go. Get that in there. We'll do a little bit of rounds. Here. Like that. I love you too, darling. Have a good day at work. I'll see you a little later. Hope you have a good day. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, moderator, producer, Kawaii and Cozy. Going to teach some kids science. There we go. Okay. All right. That's together. Now I'm wondering. Yeah, probably. Well, let's see. Let's see how bad this is. Maybe it won't be bad. Maybe it'll be completely fine. So, we're going to go ahead and grab this guy. Well, fits in pretty good. There we go. What's this? No, it looks like it's part of it. It's just flashed weird. There's a little bit of flash. I don't want to mess with it because it might actually be critical for all I know. So we won't mess with it. There we go. I think we'll be okay if we put at least the front of the block on. It should be okay. Just gonna go ahead and do this. Nope, get in your hole. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. And this would go right here on the back. Oh no! Go back, go back, go back. Putting too much weight on it. wonder if I can get in this little crack here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Beautiful. Little 6-cylinder turbo. All right. 49 and 52. We'll wait on those just because I want them to all sit nice. We got that fuel pump and the distributor. Oh, no, that's just the fuel pump. Oh, it's going to be so many wires. There's the distributor. Up there. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, this dog. All right, I tell you what. I'll be right back. I'm going to take this dog outside because she is driving me nuts, and then we'll continue. Yeah, we'll just be real quick. She drive me nuts. All right, thankfully that was very quick. They're working with me this morning. They appreciate it. Well, I appreciate it, I should say. Is it because I changed the name of it? Yep, apparently. Okay. My hot switch, my macros aren't working because I changed the name of the scene. Silly Phil. All right. All right. We should probably glue that roll hoop in. which I think is just metallic gray. But we'll get that. I don't know. I didn't want to do any painting today. It is. It's metallic gray. But it can go next time. We're not being held up by it. And then LP1 here. I'm wearing a nice shirt, so I'm even like upset I'm gluing, but I'm gluing over the mat, so not too bad. And that's just black. Okay. Okay. Back at it. Mara. Nope, she was like, I'm going back to bed. I'll see you in a couple hours. Not really sitting super flush. I don't love it. It's supposed to be fine. The problem is this is such a centered point of the vehicle. If it's bad, I'm worried it's gonna suck. I really want this to look good. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. I think we'll get the whole. Yeah, I mean, I should be able to get it in there. Get that done. Yeah, okay. That should be all right. There we go. Go up here, go up here, over here. Just like that. I also did not do the inside here. We got those little tabbies. Go and sit right there. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Going okay so far. There we go. All right. Let's cut these two. The 49 we'll do first. Cylinder walls here. And what it looks like. I'm trying to find a way to. Okay, good. It does notch it out there. Yep. Okay. Look, putting these in. Yeah. Okay. Good. Are you kidding me? The fit is so good. The fit is way better than I could even hope for. That's wild. Okay. Good deal. God, these Tamiya kits are so good. Quit being so good, Tamiya. You're stressing everyone else out. Boom. So it's just going to sit right in here. Yeah, I'm here. Oh no. Yona. What up, Yona? AWOL. Hey, Raiders. Welcome in. Yeah. Oh, no worries, AWOL. Yeah, I didn't want to just like hop in. Yeah, if you guys are not checking out AWOL Trooper, he is a very, very cool person. And phenomenal painter out in the Rockies. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I guess intros are due. My name's Phil Fisher. This is the Follower Fisher channel. Here we do a bunch of what I call dad games. So simulation, management, strategy, survival crafting, that sort of stuff. But we also do scale modeling and miniatures on the side. So thank you for rating. And yeah, thank you. Hey, Wolfie Munchie. And all the very cool Raider people. Today, well, what we've been working on recently is this bad boy right here. The Renault 1980 Turbo. Or yes, it is a turbo. It was from the 1980 season. The Renault RE-20 Turbo. From Tamiya. This kit is super wild. If you know, I'm sure many of you have done Tamiya kits, but their 12th scale kits are just mind-blowing. These things come with a bunch of photo etch. They come with a bunch of, you know, tubing and wiring. These are like the best kits on the market, in my opinion. Not only that, the car is actually sprung. You can't see because of these cowlings here, but it's actually sprung. Like there's a spring in there, and I can actually move the suspension. I messed up the glue on the steering, or else the steering would have actually worked from the steering wheel. You can see the steering's actually linked. This kit is so cool, and we've been coming along with it. Going at it a couple months, but you know, it takes time. We're getting there. And today we're starting the engine assembly. Look at these big wheels, big squishy wheels. I can't wait to slap that on the back end. That'll be so sick. Yeah, thank you, AWOL, for the raid. It's also somewhat of a birthday stream. I didn't know what we were going to do, but yeah, it's my birthday this week. Sorry, just scrolling back through chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yep. I just knew. So usually Saturdays is a workbench day for me, but that means I got to get stuff. You know, rather than having you guys sit here and watch me cut all this garbage off the sprue. I mean, I'll do a little bit of that, but you know, during the week I like to get it off the sprue, do some basic assembly so I can prime, and then Saturday we can come together, start actually doing assembly or additional painting, whatever the case may be. So yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. We also have some very cool other folks. We've got Fly Race Dream, we got Out of Samu, who are both very cool streamers as well. And actually, Fly Race Dream is partially my boss. Virtual racing boss, that is. So not my actual boss. But she is our team principal for the Fly Racing Cones race team. Flying Cones Racing. God, I'll get it. I promise. So definitely check them out as well. So yeah, if you like motorsports, I don't just do motorsport in terms of scale model. Actually, I like to do really sci-fi, like actual rockets. A little bit of cars, some tanks, airplanes. Yeah, the last thing we've been working on in terms of mini stuff has been Shore Troopers for Legion. I was going to start something today, but I was so behind on prep for Saturday's Renault stream. So I guess I'll let the cat out of the bag. I have Spanish Inquisition miniatures from Victoria Miniatures. The Monty Python Spanish Inquisition. Ruined the joke. I can't make the joke now because they're expected. But that was going to be next up on the mini bench. And then I don't know. Maybe historics. We'll go back. But yeah, if you like miniature painting model stuff, I do a lot of bolt action. Yeah, I don't know where I put them though. I would show you guys. No idea where they went. They're probably in one of the many cases somewhere around. Yeah, they are such a cool mini. You know, you could use them for D&D. You could use them for, I don't know, a variety of things. But yeah, I play a lot of Warlord stuff. So I've got Victory at Sea. I've got Cruel Seas, Blood Red Skies. Essentially, my goal is I got to buy that. What's the campaign game that Warlord puts out that merges like all Victory at Sea, Blood Red Skies, and Bolt Action? You guys know what I'm talking about? I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me. Combined Arms. Thank you. Yes. So we can do full Combined Arms. That's my goal. Now I just need a bunch of people crazy enough to do it with me. Yeah, we got some Americans, we got some Germans, we got some Winter Americans, Winter Germans, U.S. Marines, Commonwealth, I have a British Army. No IJN or Japanese, no Russians yet. I do have them in Victory at Sea. So maybe we'll go back to that after we... I kind of want to wrap this. This is a gift from my wife for Christmas. So once we finish this up, we'll go back and nail some more other stuff. Yeah. Actually, well, you said something today that maybe changed perspective a little bit. You said, I don't believe in pile of shame. I need to start thinking that way, because I rely on it too much as a motivator. Like I sit there and I look at it and go, oh, I gotta get shit done. I gotta get stuff done. But no, I think it's okay. We should embrace the pile. Embrace it. Not be shamed by it. Because once again, this was a gift from my wife, Kawaii and Cozy. She's the one that got me this, so the girl is wild. Yeah, this is 1/12, so it's gonna be like this big by the time we're done. Like it'll be a big honker boy. In the back end, it'll be wider, I think. But yeah, just doing some engine assemblies so we can then prime all this up. Got a little bit of brushing to do on some of the details. Get some grime coat on there, but we gotta put it together first. So that's what we're doing today. Checking fit and stuff. Gluing some pieces. Yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, ping me. Let me know. Throw them in chat. I also have a suggestion box. It should be at the top of the mobile chat or in the about section. You can also put comments there if you feel so inclined. Yeah, we're always open for all sorts of stuff. And in terms of video games, lately I've been playing some X4. Exactly. Oops. Stuff we really wanted at some point. We got to remember that we loved it. Can't be driven beneath it. Yep. No, 100%. And I think the big thing, as long as you're like, definitely communicate with your partners. Definitely talk about, you know, unless it's something like super historic. You know, if you're going to get to it in 6 months, just buy it in 6 months. Like, it's not... That's always been my thing. The second I see a cool kit, I'm like, I need this now. And that's maybe not the best way to approach it. Even if I buy it 2 months later, you know, I could then, you know, still have it. And it's not taking a broom in my garage. That's the big thing. Like, who knows? I mean, I don't think this kit is new. I think it's an older kit. The Lotus 78 I put together was. And same with all the Star Trek stuff I have. All that's like 90s AMT. All very old. I think that's the big thing. That's the thing I've kind of stopped doing is especially buying scenery. Like, I got real bad at that when I was playing Marvel and I was playing Bolt Action and 40K at the same time. I would buy these monster like terrain packs and then be like, oh God, now I printed out this terrain and now I got even more stuff just sitting around. And once again, it's honestly a space issue more than a will issue. I don't like this FIP. Sit nice for me, huh? Be good. You're gonna be the one side. Besides, it's gonna be a pain. This sits flush here. Okay. What I also need to do is get a pizza time command. So, like AWOL has, so you can let me know when I'm off camera. I have been working with Streambot. I have been messing with it. So actually, yeah. Hey, someone type, oh, well, try it. Exclamation point kit. Exclamation kit. K-I-T. Yeah. Kit. Kate Sith. Exclamation point Kate Sith. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I didn't do it. Oh. Oh, God, what a morning. 1 second, y'all. I'm such a goober. There we go. All right. Try it again, AWOL. I don't know. I gotta mess with it. Maybe I can bug you about your configuration. I'll mess with it. Yeah. All right. We got an engine going. And then in the Formula One cars, this stuff is just bolted to the back of the whole monocoque. It is structural. It's so weird how these things work. Not weird, just unconventional. Get a mid-engine bolted to the bulkhead. All right. Those are in. We got the headers and then the inside of the block there. Wherever I put them. Oh, they're over here. Yeah, this is pretty interesting car. The 1980 Formula One season was dominated by Cosworth DHVs. I think there were 2 turbo cars. One was this one, the Renault. Which the other remarkable thing about this year, and this car in particular, was it was French from the ground up, and Renault loved it. Like everything, I think both drivers were French, the team was French, the engine was French, and they used Michelin wheels. So even the tires were French. So they were very proud of that. Very nationalistic, French, not nationalistic, but very French pride about this particular car. And it did fairly well. It did not win. I think the Williams won that year. But patriotic, yes, there you go. So not nationalistic. Jeez, Phil. I'm on the East Coast, so it is still very much so morning for me. It is 6:30 a.m. But it's yeah, it's a pretty fascinating car. And then when they go to high altitudes, the turbos would dominate the naturally aspirated engines, just because of the compression and no air. So if you had something that's compressing intake, great. You know, you were running at way more atmospheric pressure than your naturally aspirated cousins were. So they did well at Kyalami, South Africa. And then I forget where the other big high elevation track was that year, but there was another one they did pretty well at. I think they did one too at Kyalami, and somewhere else. Do not remember. But yeah, okay. Not only that, Cosworths were V8s, and this is a V6, and much lighter than the other cars. You were squeezing that extra power via the turbo. I don't know a whole lot about engineering. I'm a recent car nerd. If you guys want a professional opinion, Fly Race Dream is a motorsports journalist in her other life when she is not streaming on Twitch. So she could probably tell you way more about all things cars. If she's listening, she's probably writing something at the moment and just like, you bugged me. Yeah, there we go. All right, yeah, this thing looks sweet. You have the grease and grime juice out, but yeah, looks good. I still don't love how this is fitting. There's still a huge, all along here and here, big gap. And it's an engine block, you know, it'll, can't have gaps there. See, and this slots in behind, which makes me think that this should slot in behind too, but it doesn't. At least not well. I really don't want to hose this. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I set it in there just naturally, right? Well, let's make sure we're putting it in right. Yeah, the pins are on this side. Okay. See, that slides in. That's flush. Over here, it's not. What's coming off the engine here? Oh. The distributor. The distributor's coming off there. That's the alternator and distributor. That's what's coming off there. Yep. So that's why there's no... Yeah, and this is actually... Yeah, it's off to the side, so we're fine. It should be there. Good. I was gonna gripe about it, like, okay, the first instance of Tamiya engineering kind of sucking, but no, it's completely fine. But no, it's completely fine. We're using just Tamiya plastic cement for this. I do have some super glue that I was using earlier, but nope, just Tamiya. Here we go. Sitting there beautifully. It's from the, yeah, this is from Machinarium, this song. Which is a wonderful little point and click adventure game. I shouldn't say little, you could probably, it's a few hours, like it's not short. But yeah, there we go. Sexy. Looks good. Get you all dirtied up. Get a little grease on you. Need the grease. Even on a Formula One engine, there's only so much. Revving super high. pulling up all sorts of track garbage. And like, there's no engine bay. This is just sitting sitting out there. The suspension comes off the back of it. All right. I'm going to wait on this. These are both flat aluminum, so as long as they're not in the way here. No, so we go right here and here, but this part in here, all of this is royal blue. So everything in between here, and if I put those on, that's just, it's going to be even worse. This little turbine. Is the oil pump driven? So what I imagine, right, is coming out the bottom of the pan here. This is probably the oil pump, right? And then the oil pump looks like it was turbo as well, which is wild. That's so crazy. I mean, it's not. It's a 1980s F1 car, but it feels like that's a wild thing. But we'll go ahead and put the headers on. I think that's fine. We'll put the headers on. It just keeps getting bigger. And there's more crap that has to go in here. All the exhaust collectors. And this is one of those rare kits. I don't know why the Tamiya kits, but they're like metallic parts are good enough to not have to strip. Every other kit has like absolute dog water metal parts. Like, you know, I'll show you in a sec. Let me make sure this is suited right. Yeah, it looks good. But their chromed parts don't look like garbage. I don't know. Like if this were an AMT kit or a Revel kit or something like that, I would have, you know, oven cleaner stripped these and then probably all cladded them. But these are surprisingly good quality. Like just soft. Oh, they're just so nice. Out the box. And then there's some photo etch. Turboil. Oh, AWOL. I also have something I want to show you. So I know this goes to tabletop gaming, but this bad boy just came in today. Or yesterday. And I think we should do a short session on stream one day, because I think it would be ridiculous. But this is the Monty Python co-curricular medieval reenactment program. A role-playing game. No, it isn't. And yeah, it's just, it's more about goofs than actually playing a game, because they do dumb things, right? And I'm kind of mad, and I kind of love it, but there's proprietary dice, and there's a D30 because why the hell not? There is a D18 because why the hell not? Or no, that's the 16. This is the D18. I don't get it. Yeah, they went with non-conventional dice. The hard one being the D18 to find. BCC? Oh, Dungeon Crawl Classics. Well, I'm always down to play like that as well. I have never played that, and that sounds a lot of fun. And I also want to play Space Station Zero. There we go. Did I just not get good glue on the back side of this? God, I love Tamiya Ultra Thin. It just sucks right into those gaps. Capillary action, baby. Just right in there. You don't even know. Don't even know it's there. That's beautiful. Oh, it's coming together. Look at that engine. Well, I do have a bunch of fantasy minis just from D&D. Or, are you talking Space Station Zero? I mean, I got a bunch of 40k stuff we could probably use for Space Station Zero. And Legion stuff. Like, I have a stupid amount of Legion. So I got some droids. It wouldn't be as fun. It wouldn't be as cool, but definitely play. Well, yeah, I have like some Town Guard. I have all the minis from like 5 or 6 different campaigns I've run. I went through a phase where I was just buying Reaper's bones and painting up like cheap D&D minis just to have like nothing planned for encounters, but no, you just use go old school graph paper. Theater of the mind. Yeah. Actually, you know what was really good for that? And they almost forced you to do it. Well, they really did kind of force you to do it. And it took me a long time because I play a lot of tabletop RPGs, kind of like war games. Like I love that aspect of it. But the Fantasy Flight Star Wars RPG, like there are no ranges. The ranges are abstracted into like near, medium, and far and very far. Like they're not, there's no, you can't translate it to tabletop. So you have to work within that kind of like, oh yeah, he's far away. And that was always hard for me because I'm like, no, it should be 70 squares or 80 squares or you know, he can only move 30 feet. Once I kind of like, okay, relax, chill, bud. It was fine. But until that point, I was like, no. All right, we got this little guy here. A57. 6, 7. These are the same part. We'll save these for next time. 32. And the distributor cap. Oh, it's on the F sprue. Okay. All right, before I get ahead of myself, let me clean these. We'll set them up on some pill bottles for priming. Yeah, I saw you've been playing a lot of Arkham City. You know, I think that game probably did not get enough credit. Like, I honestly think that game is pretty good. The 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 city modeling is really nice. I mean, in some ways, it feels a little like theme parky. You know, they kind of limit you initially to specific areas of the city. If I'm saying too much, let me know. But you know, in Arkham Asylum, you're pretty locked down to the asylum, at least initially. Uh, I think it feels more thematic and constrained in a good way. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, good. Then I permission to speak freely. Yeah, it's just like the bounds in Asylum, I think, lent to a more cohesive package. Like when you start going, oh, we're gonna make this thing open world, and then everything means just a little less or a lot less, and that kind of can hurt uh, that game experience. But we also need to play Super Video Golf. I've been practicing, trying to get new clubs. Placed second in my first club tournament, so we're coming along. And I need to drive more. I need to get my iRacing practice in. Need like a soft clamp. Nothing too hard. Oh, nice. Or no, what? It's not tournament. Whatever the campaign play where like you play the tournaments against the AI. Yeah, I haven't played online at all yet. Honestly, I'm just trying to fill out the back. But I did see they got a new announcement. Clubs are now workshopable. So you can go download new club sets from the workshop. So the one I saw in the announcement was what do they call it? It was like Matey's bag or something like that. And it's like a spyglass, a peg leg, a rifle. It was funny. You carry around a golf bag of pirate accoutrement. All right. If I'm shaking the camera too bad, just let me know, chat. Hey. Yeah, that's why the second I played it, you did not steer me wrong, because that game effervesces passion. Like you can tell this is something this guy actually cares about, and like said, you know what I want? I want this game experience. He didn't go to the market. He's like, what game experience can I make to sell here? This is my pure vision of what my golf game should be, and went and did it. Because that's what that whole thing feels like. You can feel that in a game. And I think in that case, that game is definitely that. Exactly. Yeah. And what pisses me off is I don't know if anyone's here plays a lot of golf games. I know as if Phil couldn't be more niche. But the newest Tiger Woods came out, or PGA Tour. I played them back on the Xbox way back in the day, and they were always, Tiger Woods PGA Tour. He lost that sponsorship for obvious reasons, but long story short, the game is graphically stunning, with a stupid pay to win scheme on it. If you played the last one, 2023 or 21, you know how hard it was to kind of farm things to modify your clubs. They've essentially completely locked progression behind microtransactions, and it's a nightmare. Someone did some basic math. They're like, hey, if I wanted to max out my stats, it would take me like 1,000 hours of just play time. And I know that sounds ridiculous. Yeah, it's so dumb. Just go look at the reviews. Everyone's like technically competent. Great game. Everything's fine. Microtransaction hell. And it's already wild because they were every time you go into 23, they're hitting you up to join their clubhouse pass because the golf game needs a battle pass now. Why does the golf game need a battle pass, guys? Why does the golf game need a battle pass? Give us the goddamn clubs. Don't do this to us. That's so stupid. Make it all cosmetic. I don't know. Do something. Don't. It's so stupid. Sorry, I didn't mean to rant at chat, but it's been on my mind. And, because I have a good buddy I play golf with on the regular. And we were just talking about it. So, well, all right, are we going to buy this so we can both cut over to 05? I'm like, let's see. And then to hear they did this, I'm still pressuring him to get Super Video Golf so we can play that. But it's not good. It's not great. It makes me really sad. Makes me super, super sad. All right. I think we're good. Engine blocks come along real nice. That boy's like 3 inches long. Oh, 2. 2 and change, 2 1/4. It's still big. It's huge, man. I'm not used to dealing with this scale. You look at what is it, 64th or whatever. Essentially the scale we were AWOL was building for bolt action. 48th. I think that's what Rubicon is. But yeah, it's mind-blowing that this thing is so honking big. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta use the restroom. I've had a bunch. The espresso's hitting, so I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'm gonna use the restroom, and we'll be right back. We'll finish cleaning this stuff up. We'll get the rest of it set for Prime, and then Saturday, all day engine day, we'll be set. We'll be good to go. But feel free to stick around. If you got a raid and run, I completely understand. No need to hang out. Hey, well, you're usually up wild hours. And same with the chat, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out. But yeah, I'll be right back. Give me like 4 or 5 minutes. Just run to the bathroom, get coffee, that sort of stuff. But we will see you shortly. All right, we're back. Sorry, everybody. Thank you for letting me do that. I appreciate it. Back to the bench. Fresh cup of coffee. Little morning birthday stream before work. Getting stuff trimmed out of sprue. All right. So we need to find that distributor cap. There it is. We found it. It's the lone piece over here on the F sprue. I guess probably because it's going to be black. Put it on the black sprue. That makes sense. Got the transmission on there. Hey, Stevie Seal. Welcome in. Morning, morning. Today we are working on the Tamiya RE-20 Turbo. Tamiya 1/12 big scale. This kit is awesome. It is so cool. I get to use my command again. Yeah, hell yeah. And it is, I'm trying to do it justice. Really try not to hose this. Just means I'll have to get, my biggest issue is actually finding a display case for it. Like, you know, yeah, this is the bottom scoop. So yeah, I mean, it'll be, I want to say, I've got my McLaren Can-Am Mark 7. I think the John Lacey F2000. A little dusty. I need to get up on that shelf and dust more, but definitely slightly different scale. All things considered. We'll have to, I don't know. Like I said, I just need a big ass case now. Or maybe just go full on. I want to say it might be 35th. That sounds about right. Let me look up. Yeah, go take care of whatever you need to do. No rush. We're just, like I said, chilling this morning. Definitely got to take care of them dishes. I can't even find this kit. I don't know where the hell I found this kit. Yeah, it's probably like 135, somewhere in there. That sounds about right. Definitely bigger than I'm used to. All right. We got our distributor cap. Yeah, this will be wild. So, okay. Okay, K is the knot. So that'll come, it'll be knotted on one end, pulled through essentially the center. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. And now we're getting fun. There you go. I think this just sits. Oh, here. That's where it sits, just like that. And to be honest, it's also aluminum, so I could just leave it here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it in place because this isn't going anywhere. It's going to be there. It's not getting in the way, and I could just flat aluminum the whole thing. It'll make me feel better about this seam here. This gap I don't love. I've got gap fill, but it's like not that bad. I think if I just took the time, I could probably just, you know, use a thicker cement and just gap fill that way. I mean, I got sprue goo. It's sitting over there. I just don't think I need it. Eh. Our distributor will come off the back here. We will have a bunch of that to paint. So lighting, there we go. That's a little better. Yeah, coming along. Do we even try? It's all flat aluminum too. It's not going to hurt anything. But yeah, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get back because these headers are going to be like a metallic blue. So I got to get, if I put those in there, it's just not going to work. I'll wait on those. So see, I think I can do this guy. It's part of the engine mount. It's too far back. Too far forward. Just sits here. Is it really all black? It says it's all black, but I mean, yeah, okay. We'll leave you off for now. Now, in general, Stevie, I am one of those heathens that's just in the habit of using, like, this is my favorite glue on the planet, Starbond Medium. I've been using it for about 7 years now, and I love it. They have an ultra thin as well, but it is too thin. I just bought a bottle of their regular thin, which we'll try. For the model kit, I'm not too worried about it. If it was a mini, I would probably use something else. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not going to try to rip it apart, but I probably could start peeling some of these pieces off if I wanted to. Yeah, we'll mess with it. Should be all right. It's going to be a display piece. Even if the wheels do move and the steering works, I might go vroom vroom a couple times, but because I am a child. Let's glue you here, because you're both going to be flat aluminum as well. You just kind of sit there. There we go. And this will sit right here. Yeah, if I put this on, I'm not going to be able to paint the bottom of that block there. I mean, it's going to be fairly hidden, but I'll know it's there. I'll know it's there, and I'll know I didn't paint it. Distributor is also black, so that can go on the black. No, distributor is F3. Or X9. Brown. Distributor cap is brown. Well, we'll prime it black with everything else, and then we'll paint it brown. Be a dark brown. Black for the belt. LP61 metallic gray. And then flat aluminum all around here. Same here. This cold weather's got me sick as a dog. Okay, and then same on the other side. Oh, this looks like a nightmare. Oil filter. Mounting bracket. More belt work. Timing belts. True, yeah. Well, it's like, all right, so I used to use just like a lot of standard plastic cement for army assembly, and even for this, you know, like the good old test stores metal tube, right? And then I started getting, well, I messed around with a few different things. I messed around with GW's glue. I messed around with varieties of super glue from the local game store. And then, oh, shit. As I glue my hand. 1 second. There we go. That's like the cleanest that thing's been in a long time. So clean, it's stripping the paint off. Actually, you guys missed it, but last Saturday's stream, I had a little pot of isopropyl. And I forget what I was using it for. Brush cleaning. I was just cleaning brushes with it. And I knocked it over at the very end of stream, all over the desk. And I have to repaint the bottom of the car. Because it started stripping back all the paint on the because it was sitting down. So, well, it's not a painting stream until I knock something over, right? Go back in there and fix that. But what, CV, what aircraft are you working on now? Do you have one on the bench? This will be metallic primed. This will be metallic primed. Yep, same deal. And then we could pull... I thought I did pull this. Did I not cut it out? Yep. I definitely keep a bottle of well, a couple bottles of PVA. I don't know what UHU glue is. I've never used that. That's pretty neat. What did I do with it? Maybe I didn't cut it out. Maybe I just thought I was going to. Yeah, okay, good. It is there. It's still on sprue. That's why I can't see it. Still on sprue. Damn. All right. I guess we'll just go on ahead and do all of them. Like, I mean, might as well, if they're all going to get primed and painted the same way. Aluminum hubs. Black belts. Not karate, but... pulley belts. $25, $25, $25, $25. 27 and 30. Yeah, they're all the same. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do this. The hell? Oh, I see. Okay, they are literally connected. There we go. I'm missing some. This one. Okay. $176 Hadley Page Victor. Oh, wild. How are the decals? Are there decals with it? That's my only fear. You start getting 40-year-old kits, and you never know how those decals are going to look. But you could be surprised. Sometimes they hold up remarkably well. This thing is so cool. I love... I don't know. There's something awesome and terrifying. Let me pull this up real quick. Because I do want to talk about this plane because I find it fascinating. Image. So, I guess this is one of the V bombers the Brits made during the Cold War. And there's something about this design language that I love. So these were supersonic. I believe, well, were they? This one looks like the cockpit was built for supersonic. No, okay. Yeah, a little shy. Still can move, 575. Yeah. There's... Look at the front end of this. It reminds me of like the Bell X1, the cockpit area and stuff with the like pure conical nose on it. And you got the in-engine wings, which is very... such a British thing to do. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. It was just what we were figuring out post-war, right? These things had like 2,000 mile ranges. They are so cool. But this is definitely a British Cold War bomber. This is... I've been looking at an Avro Vulcan kit. So this would just be like perfect to sit right next to it. So let me know how this build goes, because this is such a cool airplane. That's so neat. Very beautiful. Sleek going into the 50s in terms of aircraft. I still got 2 Spitfires sitting in the garage I needed to get to. The Mark 7 and I think the Mark 3. I gotta look. Yeah, the Mark 7's from the... I think from the Burmese campaign. So I'm really excited to get that one going. And they also have a... I just bought a Tamiya 0. So I can have something from the Japanese up there. I find them so fascinating. We're talking like 56. It's not... We're barely out of the war. You know? You guys were still under major reconstruction. And then we just see this wild leap forward in terms of technology. And you see it in the commercial sector too. You see it in the early airliners of the days. I mean, it was a lot of the same companies making the same airplanes, right? Like domestically. Boeing makes your war fighters the same way it makes your commercial planes, or McDonnell Douglas, or, you know, take your pick. I think the only one that does it is Airbus, because they're purely commercial. Unless maybe there's an Airbus fighter out there I don't know about, but I find that sort of engineering fascinating. I think it's so cool. They start talking about rocketry and it gets really wild. I have another kit. I have the Atlanta space missile kit up there. And you can just kind of see what we did in the 10 years following the war. And from the American side, as an American. And it's wild. Like so if you guys look, I have a highlight on the channel as I go even deeper into the tangent, Phil. But there's a highlight on the channel, me playing re-entry in Orbital Simulator. Oh, wild. Did they really? I hope some museums got them and they didn't go to like private collectors. Five years ago, they found 5 Spitfires in Burma with their crates still sealed and wrapped in wax, so probably preserved. Well, you would need to in Burma, right? The high humidity there. If they weren't, and they weren't taken care of and painted all the time, they would rust out pretty quick. It's kind of like anything down in Florida where I'm from. When you just constantly live in 85% humidity, except for like 2 months during the winter. Everything's got to be, it just rusts faster. That's why everything in Florida looks kind of crappy. That we don't care, but, and I'm not a native Floridian. I just happen to live here. And I'm just going to get these. I've gotten real tangential today. I don't know what to do. I've never had this many people in chat, so I'm probably just ranting. And I made espresso this morning, so that's that's the other thing. I don't think I didn't hit these yet. Completely unexpected. Yeah. Thank you all for watching wherever you are from. I hope you're having a great Thursday morning, afternoon, evening. Yeah. Chilling. Prepping some parts. No painting today. I got my nice shirt on, so I'm surprised I didn't get glue on it yet. That's what I do. I wear my nice shirts at the workbench. And I get glue on stuff, and then my wife yells at me. Deservedly so. I deserve it. Oh, that's awesome. You'll have to shoot us pictures. That'd be awesome. Oh no. I would have sent you some. I could have given you some. I just popped this bottle today. All right. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for me today. I got to get some stuff painted up. But thank you, AWOL, so much for the raid. Thank you all for hanging out today. You know, we're here Tuesday nights, Thursday mornings, Saturday afternoons, and sometimes Sunday afternoons. This is all U.S. Eastern Standard. So I really should put a GMT schedule out there so everyone can know when I'm streaming. But yeah, usually Thursday is my only stream. Yeah, same, Stevie. It's nice to find another British aviation nerd. But yeah, aside from doing this, we do simulation stuff, train simulator, flight simulator, iRacing. We do some management and strategy stuff. So we've been playing some X4. We've been playing um, Planet Zoo and 2 Point Museum and Foundation. So that sort of stuff. That's the stuff I'm interested in. A lot of maps, lots of map stuff. Wargaming is maps. City Skylines is maps. All this is maps. All the world is maps. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I think we're gonna raid Katie. She's still going, so we're gonna pop over. Yeah, Stevie would be awesome. Next time I'm in the UK. Well, not next time. First time I'm in the UK, I will ping you because I do want to go to like the Royal Air Force Museum. There's like stuff I want to do while I'm there that my wife would probably groan, but no, she likes it. She jokes. She's fine. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Feel free to give me a follow if you guys want. But it's been real nice hanging out today, and we'll see you all Saturday afternoon. I have a kid's birthday party Saturday afternoon, so maybe later, later in the afternoon. So I probably still will stream Saturday, but it'll be later. We gotta play Bill Nye the Science Guy with all these kids. It'll be fun. It'll be fun hanging out. Pull this up, and I hope everyone's had a good day so far. Let's see. Here's our raid message. Mm-hmm. And once again, thank you all so much for hanging out. We'll be back, like I said, Saturday probably, and we'll catch you then. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a great Thursday.